Hey, if you don't know me, I am an architect trained in UK with all the professional experience in the field. Therefore, what happened is I approach painting through the same lens. You know, structure, space, human experience. So even when my work looks expressive and intuitive, it is in a way grounded in a discipline. So balance, composition, and how everything just holds together. And I don't see paintings as isolated objects. I see them as a part of a living environment, something that really shapes how any environment feels over time. And this is where my experience in Feng Shui and energetic work comes in. So direction, flow, color, texture, and symbolism, all of it matters. And I got into Feng Shui quite deeply because when I first came across it, it just felt like common sense. And to be completely honest, this common sense is often gone in mainstream architecture. Back when I worked in the office, the main drivers used to be budget, all the regulations, and how to squeeze the maximum into space while complying. That's the game, really. But it always just felt undone to me. I'm actually about to build something for myself, and I'm gonna share my approach to architecture, so follow up. So, discovering something that actually prioritizes how a human feels in space. Hey, that stayed with me. And sometimes I lean towards biogeometry as well because I just simply like that simple precision in measuring, but for me, it's not about following any system perfectly. It's more about what I can sense, what I can observe, and how I choose to work with it. And just naturally, all of this found its way into my paintings. Now, I want to say something here, just to keep it clean. I've shown some of my work to people from BioGeometry, and I was actually quite excited at first. Like, oh, great, there's another way I can share what I've learned and how I apply this, but I'm not a licensed practitioner. And I'm not planning to become one. I'm not here to offer this as a service to go and fix people's homes. That's not me. So I am not allowed to claim any specific effects. And that is just how I relate to my work. But what I can use is a very simple way of color balancing. And again, this is not something I claim, just something I enjoy exploring, and when I finish any painting, this is how I just balance it. If you are interested in it, you can go learn it yourself and measure it. It's very simple. For me, it's more a part of this bigger curiosity. I like to work with not just what you see, but what you feel as well. So I keep coming back to something very simple. What you place in your space matters. And in Feng Shui, obviously you wouldn't put anything disharmonious in your home. And I do get it. This distortion is really powerful. It grabs attention. These negative and uncomfortable emotions, they just pull people in. And don't worry, I have plenty of ideas like that. I don't lack that side of me, and I can create very disturbing stuff. But I don't know, I grew up and my priorities changed. Now I can choose what I amplify, and that choice part is way more powerful for me. I noticed that most people don't even realize how much something that they see every day affects them. Your home is not neutral. It's this environment that you are constantly interacting with. It's like your second skin, and it becomes like this 3D vision board. And it is way more potent than this scrappy one that you keep in the back of your drawer. So I always use this example. Let's say you have a painting of something heavy, like war scenes, broken bodies, something disturbing. And you know that most people wouldn't put that in their home. And that's common sense. Now, imagine you correct it in biogeometry way, and now it's spreading this beneficial energy all around it. Would you still hang it in your home? No, because even if something works on one level, if it visually disrupts your energy every day, it still affects you. Same goes in architecture. If, for example, I'm building something from scratch and I can choose non-toxic materials, I would rather do that than fixing that toxic material afterwards. So you can tell I'm very intentional about what I create. I don't paint these destructive or disjointed things, headless people, you name it. It's not because they are not interesting, because they are, but because I'm more interested in what people live with over time. Heck, I even stopped going to one of these local cafes because it changed its paintings to something quietly disturbing, and I just naturally started choosing going elsewhere. It wasn't this intentional decision, but my body knew better, so I learned to listen. And I'm mostly interested in this fine line, this work that still moves people a lot emotionally, that has power, has charge, but just doesn't distort all this. Something that feels passionate, but grounded, hot, but calm at the same time. And I can tell you, it's a strange place, creating something positive without it becoming this cliche. Obviously, knowing all this, I pay very close attention to my own state while I work. Even before this video, I had to sort my energies, my meridians, and yeah, this makes me more grounded in a way. Because the process of creation, it leaves an imprint. So I don't paint when I'm all over the place. I only paint when I'm clear, or at least aware. And I know that every moment that somebody looks at my painting or other creation, there's this moment of connection. Something shifts, and I want that to be good. Maybe it's passion, maybe it's peace, maybe it's fire. But after all this talk, let me tell you my real secret. Hey, I paint when I'm in love. And then I simply filter that through everything I learned. Architecture, space, energy. It's just natural. So there you go, now you know what's behind all the paintings. See ya.